Hey everyone, welcome back to Fast Food and Barbecue. Today we're going to be making Demi Glace. This is going to be a process, so let's get started on the veggies. In here I have some Italian parsley that I had left over in the refrigerator. I also have some fresh rosemary and thyme that I had that I want to use up. I have some celery, which also need to be used up, some carrots and some onions. So first we're going to start by getting this all in a roasting pan, just like that. Now we're going to get messy. We got some tomato paste here. So what we're going to do is get this in here, and we're going to rub it all over the vegetables. This is going to help with flavor and color. A little more here. Now what I have here, I have it was 3 onions, about 5 to 6 carrots, and just the rest of 2 celeries that, like I said, that need to be used up. So with that, our veggies are looking good, just like that. And now we'll move on to the next step. All right, so in here what I have is some beef bones. We bought a cow a while back, half a cow I should say, and I did tell the butcher I want all the bones and, you know, the liver, the tongue, everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these, I'm going to put them all in a sheet pan. And we'll just make them fit. Just like that. And that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to preheat our oven to 450 degrees. And we're going to put the bones in the oven and roast them with the veggies for about an hour or so. We're not going to season this with anything. It's not going to have to be seasoned. So we'll put them in the oven and we'll check back when they're done. All right, so our bones have been roasting for about an hour and 10 minutes or so. So what we're going to do is, these aside. We're going to get these all in a pot. And what's going to happen is this thing's going to be simmering for about 18 hours or so. We're going to bring it to a boil. Then we're going to simmer for about 18 hours. And you're going to get all that collagen and bone marrow coming out of the bones, which is going to flavor this thing amazing. Alright, so there you have it. Those are our beef bones, and we'll get on to the veggies next. Alright, so here are our veggies. They've been in the oven about an hour or so also. And we're going to just move these guys around. And we're going to deglaze the pan with a little water to get all that stuck stuff on the bottom out. Okay. I'm going to get these all in the pot. And then what I'm going to do is deglaze the pan with a little bit of water and put it back in the oven so we get all this goodness off the bottom of the pan. It smells amazing, I'll tell you. If you never had Demi Glace, it's like beef gravy times 10. Just time consuming. Okay. I'm going to hit the pan with a little water. Actually, we don't need to put it back. I'm going to heat it back up. Everything's coming up just fine. You want to get all those good bits stuck on the bottom. All right. So we're going to pour this into the pot. And next what we're going to do is we're going to bring it in the house and cover it in water and bring it up to a boil. I'm not going to cook it out here because it's got to go 18 hours. And I don't want to run through 3 propane tanks. So this is it. We'll put it on the stove. We'll check in a few hours. All right, so our Demi Glace has been simmering for about 4 hours now. One thing I did forget to mention is you definitely, when you're adding your water to your meat and veggies, you definitely want to use cold water. But it's looking and smelling amazing. You could also skim the top, the fat off the top, which I'll do in a little while. But we'll check back in a few hours and we'll do a few check-ins and that's it. All right, so we're about 8 hours now in. 8 hours with this thing on the stove. So we're gonna give it a quick little stir. I'm not gonna skim any of the fat yet. I think I'm gonna wait till the end. But just want to check on it, and we'll see you in about 10 hours. All right, now that our beef bones and veggies have been simmering for about 18 hours, what we can do is we're going to get these bones out and all the veggies. Get them out of here. Put them through a strainer. Now I'm using just a normal strainer right now. We're not going to really worry about chunks of beef or veggies in there, because after we do this, we're going to simmer. We're going to put it back on the stove, and we're going to reduce it for about 4 to 5 hours. Then after that, we're going to put it through a very fine strainer. So do this. I got to tell you though, it smells amazing. This is a process. You may have to name this video 3-day Demi Glaze because it takes a while to do it the right way. Alright. Okay, I'm going to let that drain for a while, and then we'll get the rest strained. So our bones and veggies have been straining right now, and I gotta tell you, there's a lot of good meat and fat on these bones. To be honest with you, I want to just pick them up and start gnawing on them, but we're not gonna do that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set these aside, and I think we could probably make some take some meat off of them and make some tacos or something out of it instead of just throwing it out. So I'm gonna get some these bones out of here. Because I gotta tell you, the meat, the fat smells amazing. And look at that, that's amazing. And it smells amazing. All right. Dump this. And we're going to get the rest in here. Now I am using my spider strainer thing because if I try to pour this, it's going to be a nightmare, make a mess. All right, about there. Now what we're going to do, we're going to pour the rest of this through the strainer, easily, gently. Just like that. Alright, so our demi glaze has been reducing for about 5 hours or so. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this, I'm going to pour it through a fine strainer. Let that go. There's definitely some beef chunks and veggies in there, which is actually great. Let that strain. And actually, what we're going to do after this, we're going to put this in the refrigerator. We're going to let it get down to room temperature first. Then we're going to put it in the refrigerator, and then we're going to let it cool overnight. And tomorrow, you'll see the next step. All right, so our demi glaze has been chilling in the fridge overnight. So here it is. There's a little layer of fat on top, but we're going to take care of that in a minute. First, what I'm going to do is separate it from the sides. And then I'm going to get this fat off as much as we can, best as we can. If I miss a little, it'll be fine. Fat don't hurt any. Okay. Good enough for me. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this thing, and if all goes right, it should be one big block. So take this, I'm going to flip it over, and there you have it. One big block of beef jello. So there you go, look at that. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cube this thing, and I'm going to basically vacuum pack, cling seal the cubes, and I'm going to freeze them. And whenever I want a beef gravy or demi glaze, I should say, just take a cube out, put it in the pan, and done. So that's it. Thanks for watching.